This week I wanted to look at the subject of being brave. And the first thing that comes to mind when I think about being brave is a Winston Churchill quote I know, which is, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." And that Churchill quote has always kind of reminded me to keep getting up. And I don't mean that in that sort of positive way we have sometimes of, you can always get up, because you can't always get up. But when you need to be brave and you aren't sure how else to be brave, sometimes taking that first little step to recognize that, yeah, you failed at something, and yeah, it felt bad, and you were embarrassed, or you made a mistake that hurt you or hurt someone who you care about or whatever, and that was not a good thing, but that's not fatal. The successes are also going to be fleeting and passing, and failure is going to be the same thing. But what matters is being able to get up and keep going, right? We can be inspired by bravery around us, and we can inspire ourselves with our own courage sometimes. And I think that it's really important to remember that those external heroes matter, and we care about them, and they're wonderful to see, and that's great. But sometimes that internal courage matters much more. Filming that film where your fat is showing and putting it out there because you're doing a challenge, like I am right here. Or remembering that taking action is where the bravery is, right? That's the thing that I want you to really remember and focus on. You need to take the action. Maggie's scared of vacuums and letting me vacuum her there. We have to face our fear and do the thing that scares us. It can be little. It can be really little, right? The parrot, is brave as can be, and it's tiny, tiny little slices for him to get close enough to be patted, and now he can be patted, and that's amazing. Or it can be really, really big, going to the big show, getting the new puppy, telling the person at work no, doing all of those things, huge or little. I want you to recognize your courage, and then, remind yourself this thing you're doing that's new is important, and it's important to you. And because it's important to you, it's important to us. Whether that's starting a new craft or riding a new horse or training something you've never trained before or going back to a show where you had a bad experience, recognize your courage. What would a brave person do here? And then do it. Maya Angelou said something along the lines of, and I'm paraphrasing here, but that courage is the most important personal element, because without it, it gives us the conviction to hold to our moral compass. And I think that that's really the takeaway I want you to have. Stop, reflect, enjoy. Again, just taking a moment here, pausing. But remember that without having courage, we will not be able to hold our moral compass. And that's really, really what we need to do. And that's really, really why we need to be brave. Oh no, editing, I realized I forgot to say, please subscribe. Please hit like. Thank you.